Before we dive into visas, if you wanted to purchase a condo with a balcony, a view, you got space, you may have a pool attached to it and even a gym. How much would a condo go for like that, would you guess?
I would say by around 75K, you can get like
Okay.
a nice condo with, a swimming pool on the top of the
hmm
building, gym.
Hi, can I ask you a favor? Adventure Freaks is growing, but most of you watching haven't subscribed yet. If you enjoy this content or find it helpful, hit that subscribe button. It's free and it really helps us continue to bring you more tips and ideas for living better abroad. Today we're doing a special video with my partner and friend Caroline Casseli. Caroline, excuse me, is a immigration lawyer in Paraguay. And we are going to walk through all of the visas that you can pursue based on your situation, as well as what the requirements are, and especially the income requirements to qualify. So, Caroline, how are you?
Hi, Red. Thank you for contacting me. It's a pleasure seeing you again.
Yeah, it's good to.
And yes, Paraguay is being mentioned so much. And um, I just want to thank you once more for trusting me with this and all the clients that you send us over
Yeah.
the last years.
Oh, you're great, man. I love you. Love what you do. You're fantastic, Caroline. And I appreciate you helping the people that are. It's something really amazing has happened in the last couple of years to Paraguay, and it's become such an incredible destination for many who are looking to leave the U.S., leave Canada. What do you think what's behind all that? Why is there such a buzz about Paraguay now?
Well, I think one of the main reasons, as we always talk, is the tax issue. Paraguay is only a 10% tax on local incomes, and there's no tax on foreign incomes.
Right.
So that's like a heaven to someone that's paying a 40% tax monthly or yearly. So one of the main reasons could be the tax issue.
hmm
Um, Another reason that I see lately is our family relocating.
hmm
Paraguayan is a very traditional country, has still a lot of values that the rest of the world might have lost.
Yeah.
So, people are still looking to feel safe, to
hmm
feel, that their money is useful, that they
hmm
don't have to work like clickbait and just work, work, work and see nothing.
hmm
Um, you can buy here a condo, not maybe in Asuncion directly, but around Asuncion for 30,000 K. So,
Yeah.
or 35,000 K. So that is very attractive as well. Real estate is much cheaper than in Chile, in Uruguay for sure, in
Yeah.
Argentina. And also Paraguay is a hub for investment.
Yeah.
Remember that we are part of the Mercosur, which is a treaty with Argentina, Brazil, Uruguay, Colombia, Ecuador, and Bolivia. And in a macroeconomic way, it's really important. Like if you're gonna settle your business here and you want to sell your product to Argentina, to Brazil, the tax are very low compared to opening a company in Brazil or in Argentina.
Yeah.
And in fact, a lot of these companies, like multinationals that were located in Brazil, in Argentina, are now relocating to Paraguay.
Okay. Feeling confused about where to move abroad, which countries you even qualify for, or what your real options are? You're not alone. This is where most people get stuck and where they often waste a lot of time and money going in the wrong direction. That's why we offer two simple ways to help, depending on what you need. First is the Ideal Destination Finder. It's a personalized assessment that looks at your lifestyle, priorities, and budget, and then shows you your top 3 countries. It's really impressive. It's designed to help you narrow things down, avoid endless research, and reduce the risk of choosing the wrong place. And if you feel like you need more personalized help, you can also book a one-on-one consultation with me. I'll walk you through your situation, clarify which countries make sense for you, which countries you can actually qualify for, and the next steps, so you're not guessing. Both options are easy to find at adventurefreaks.com. Just scroll down and you'll see the consultation with me to the right. Just click it and schedule your consultation. Over here to the left, you'll see the ideal destination finder. Just click it to get started. Links are also in the description below, or you can scan the QR codes on the screen. Now let's get back to the video. These companies that are relocating to Paraguay for the tax breaks, they have income that's coming from outside of Paraguay. Do they have to pay a tax on that in Paraguay?
No, because and most of them they do an LLC as well. So
Yeah.
they do like a triangle, but Paraguay don't tax any foreign incomes. So this company, what they do most of the time, they have their bank account in another tax heaven or somewhere in some
Yeah.
island, and they get their money there and just open bank account here to pay employees, distributors or all those things. But again, one of the main attractive is like if you earn in US dollars or in euros, you won't be taxable. So
Okay.
people are really great with this idea, and it's not going to change. That's something that I spoke with the head of the immigration office last week when I had a meeting one-on-one with him.
Yeah.
Nothing's because there's been so many conspiracy theories about the Paraguayan, and it's like this gem that everybody's looking at right now.
Yeah.
So there's so many things on Twitter saying that the temporary residency will be done in January 2026, that it's going to be a lottery system, that you will need a one-on-one meeting with the director. I mean, the director is not even here sometimes. He travels all over the country.
Okay.
So all those are fake.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to change. They're trying to make it easier.
Okay.
So, and continuing with your question, again, I think, of course, the tax burden is really low compared to other countries.
Yeah.
Even if you're a retiree, I mean, you can, even if you're a retiree, you don't need to pay taxes. You can not open your tax ID. So that's another, really important thing for people that have worked all their life and want to buy a piece of land, have their farm, or have their house, because you can find really good real estates here.
Yeah, sounds like it. When you mentioned $37,000 condos in the capital city of Asunción, what do those condos look like? And do they have any amenities like pools
I
or
will
gym?
say not in Asunción per se, but like around Asunción. Asunción has like cities that are attached to it, but
Yes.
now for us they're suburbs.
Yes.
They have become suburbs.
Okay.
And so I think it will be a basic condo. I know they don't have many amenities. Maybe they will have a quincho, like to do the barbecue, but I wouldn't expect a swimming pool for that price.
Okay.
And it will be a one bedroom, and not very, maybe the materials will be not very good, but then again, it's cheap. I mean, you can do it.
Yeah. Well, if you wanted to, let's just, before we dive in the visas, if you wanted to purchase a condo with a balcony, a view, you got space, you may have a pool attached to it and even a gym, how much would a condo go for like that, would you guess?
Around 70. You can get one really good, like within a good neighborhood, because remember that Paraguay is not dangerous like some people just want to say. It's like, oh, yes, we are in another, we are not underdeveloped. We are developing very fastly.
Yeah.
Paraguay is now, again, like this gem that has been found by everybody. So I would say by around 75K, you can get like
Okay.
a nice condo with, a swimming pool on the top of the
Hmm.
building, gym. And then maybe for 150 or 120, you get like the super condo. Um, and then you have the $1 million condos,
Sure.
like there's like for every type.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, let's get started on these visas. So let's just start with what the retirees can pursue, how they can obtain residency through the visas that are offered through Paraguay or Visa, and what are the requirements. And if there is an income requirement, let us know what that is.
So we don't call it visa, we call it residencies.
Okay.
And so just to be clear, because for us, visa is something totally different.
Okay.
We call it residency. So there's not a specific type when you apply as a retiree for first the temporary residency.
Hmm.
The first thing anyone has to do is to apply for the temporary residency.
Okay.
For that type of residency, we need, like my office, we need the birth certificate legalized by apostille, FBI background check if you're in the US, of course. If you're in Canada, the RCMP background check with fingerprints and picture. And if you're married, the marriage certificate or divorce certificate.
Okay.
All those documents must be legalized by apostille.
Okay.
So that's the first issue you have to work on. That's what we always tell our clients.
Hmm.
So they come here. We always have everything ready for them. We translate everything into Spanish by a Paraguayan sworn translator. This is a one trip option. We do the filing of a temporary residency and we start the cedula process or the Paraguayan ID.
Okay.
So for retirees, they will only need to show they are retirees, sorry, when they change category, which means that once the temporary residency is over, which lasts 2 years,
Right.
they will change to permanent residence.
Right.
And that's when they will need to show some kind of document saying they are retiree.
Okay.
Like it can be a social security document, any document that can prove the local immigration office that indeed they are retiree and
Yes.
that they're pursuing some amount of money each
Yes.
month.
Okay.
So that is a way that they don't have to prove any income as well.
It's interesting. So was such a terrific offering to people, that are retirees, that do have modest pensions who can't qualify for places like Mexico. Paraguay makes it easy.
It makes it easy because this law, let's remember, it's really new. They changed it in 2022 just after COVID, like to attract people. But I feel like this last year and this year, it's really when it started happening.
Okay.
So there's always modifications within the law. I mean, not within the law, but within the immigration office by means of internal resolutions. And for retiree, the good thing, as you say, they don't need to have any proof of income.
Yes.
Just saying that they're receiving some money. And even though the immigration office don't really care how much they're receiving. So it's not like, oh, you have to get $2,000 per month.
Yeah.
You know,
They just want to see you
um,
have a pension.
yes, have a pension and then you can justify it by
You
any
could that I'm a
documents.
retiree. I receive
Yeah,
some form of a pension. It's just a proof that
that's
you
it.
are a retiree. Interesting. Now, how long does it take for a retiree? Let's say they get the temporary residency, they move on to permanent residency after 2 years. When can they apply for citizenship and obtain a passport in Paraguay?
Okay, normally after 3 to 4 years of having the permanent residency and not having left the country for more than 180 days,
Okay.
you can apply for the citizenship, sorry.
Okay.
The citizenship is a very long process. I'm
Okay.
talking about 2 years.
Hmm.
Um, and it's not expensive because a lot of people are seeing, the opportunity. of, oh wow, this is like to make money, you know.
Yes, sure.
So, and it's, you need to remember they need to know Spanish perfectly. They need to know the Paraguayan history. The test is composed of 60 questions.
Yeah.
Um, and you have to, it's in a courthouse, in the main courthouse of the country, in
Yes.
front of the, you know, the judges. So, um, I don't know if changing to a Paraguayan passport will help in anything. I still don't have one. I've been here for 40 years.
Yeah.
Um, but I think applying for citizenship is only really if you really need it, you
Yeah.
know, and
Okay.
it's really, I think a lot of people try and they're just like, no, this is too, like, maybe
Yeah.
too difficult, or like,
You gotta
because
really
the
want
thing,
it. You gotta really want
yes,
it.
yeah, but
You know.
because you can renew your permanent residency every 10 years.
Yes.
So that's not a conflict, you know. I mean, if you don't go to jail, if you don't, you know, do anything in the country that will put you in any danger or someone else, you can renew it and renew it and renew it. So that's not an issue.
Right. Okay. All right. So we got that one down, the temporary residency to permanent residency for retirees. What else? What other visas could be of benefit for the viewers watching?
So now there's a digital residency for digital nomads, which is, I
Okay.
think, very important.
Yeah.
So now the digital nomads, you know, they were, many didn't have how to prove how they were. I mean, they didn't have, they needed proof of income to become a permanent residency.
Hmm.
But like 2 months ago, they changed the regulation and they just have to show that they are being employed as as a digital nomad for a company.
Okay.
When those, all those documents must be filed when changing categories.
Okay.
The temporary residency is a very easy process if you don't have, also one thing very important to mention, if you don't have any criminal records.
Hmm.
If you have like, and I'm not even talking about gun or drug issue, I'm talking about speeding, DUI, or, you know, going through a red light,
Yeah.
the process is different. How and it doesn't matter if you're not a retiree or not. They
Hmm.
just want, so the process, in case you have a criminal background, is we need to direct a letter to the director of the immigration office asking if this person can qualify for the temporary residency.
Okay.
And this can take from 2 months to 3 months to 4 months, and you can get a no. So as you can get a yes, you
Yes.
know, but we make that very clear with each client that have like a background issue,
Hmm.
that we are not, you know, it merely depends on the director of the immigration office,
Hmm. Okay.
because a lot of people are coming also under false expectations. You know, people say, oh yes, you're gonna get it, you know, or whatever, and then they're like stranded here in Paraguay without any documents.
So with the digital nomad visa, it doesn't sound like there's an income requirement for that either.
No,
Okay.
they
Where
just
does it?
need to show that they are being employed and they are digital, as
Okay.
a
So
digital nomad.
so anybody who wants to go live in Paraguay for a while and they're employed by a company overseas, they wouldn't pay any tax in Paraguay on that salary either, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So that's just another benefit.
Benefit.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. There's also an investor visa that was brought to my attention from a podcast that I did, where it's a $70,000 investment rule. What do you know about that?
Okay, so this investment method or program is called the SWASE program.
Okay.
And yes, you get permanent residency by investment.
Okay.
So the minimum to invest is 70K.
Hmm.
And it's not like people always, I mean, not always, but somehow get the wrong um, notion that buying a house is an investment for this program.
Hmm.
buying two condos, or no, that's not the plan. You have to have a business plan, and to have this business plan approved by the Ministry of Industry and Commerce in Paraguay.
Okay.
So it's more like you're going to open a business, and render services in Paraguay, like a
Hmm.
restaurant, like a hotel, a spa, like a law firm, let's say,
Hmm.
but and then there are some other requirements that nobody speaks about, but one of them is like hiring at least five born natural Paraguayans. So you will need, that's a requirement. It's not that you can or cannot. It's mandatory.
Sure. Yeah.
So you will need to hire five born natural Paraguayans, pay them minimum wage, put them in public health care, and and also one thing that's not true that many people have been saying, that the 70K investment is in 10 years. That is totally false. It's done in 3 to 6 months at the most.
Okay. So
And then you get the permanent residency.
what's the benefit with permanent residency versus temporary residency? You become a temporary resident, you could stay there for 2 years. You can go in and out of the country pretty much as you please because Paraguay is very loose with that as well. What is the advantage of just jumping into a permanent residency situation, if any?
The one that we have done are mostly like restaurants that have coming, people that want to set up like a service
Okay.
industry that right away, or a
Hmm.
hotel, maybe a
Okay.
small hotel, people that see the opportunity of so many expats coming in.
Hmm.
But otherwise, I will always say start with a temporary residency. I mean, it's not that expensive. We're reasonable, and it's really easy going. And again, there's not going to be any change within the law, and
Yeah.
that's something that a lot of people forget. It's a law. So to change a law, you have to go to Congress, go to the both chamber, everything. It's not that easy. It's not like, oh, I can just, write whatever I want.
Yeah. Okay. Are there any other visas that could be helpful for the viewers that we didn't
Well,
discuss? Or
there's,
residency options? I gotta correct you.
well, yeah, I know, because I have a client. She always says, so how are my visas doing? I'm like, visa? But you're already, and I told her, please don't tell me visa, because for me, it's something else totally different.
Right. Yeah.
So, yes, they're like, when you apply for temporary, you can apply as like, if you have like a university title, that's very important as well, or college degree. Like, let's say I'm a lawyer, I have my university title saying I'm a lawyer. So if I want to apply for the temporary residency, they're going to ask for my job occupation or my occupation. So I will say I'm
Sure.
a lawyer.
Hmm.
So if I change to permanent, at the moment of changing to permanent, they're going to ask for a copy of my law degree translated, or law degree, sorry, legalized by apostille,
Okay.
and then we translate it here. So that's another option to avoid paying taxes,
Hmm.
or to have a tax ID. If you have like a university title in anything, or maybe not even a university title, so a document that say, I'm a yoga instructor, or I'm a Reiki instructor, that I have learned in Palomino school. I'm just saying, in the States.
Yeah.
That will avoid you having to pay taxes and open your tax ID for the change of category.
So okay, so I'm a little confused. So if you're a lawyer and you move to Paraguay and you open shop in Paraguay, so then you start generating revenue within
But that's
Paraguay.
different. That's different.
Okay, so you're
Um,
talking about generating revenue outside of Paraguay.
yes, but
Okay.
so one of the options is applying the temporary residency, saying your career, like, again, a lawyer. And when you change to the permanent residency, you will only need bring your title from the university that you got, the same one.
Hmm.
That doesn't impede you, or that does not mean that you won't be opening a tax residency. If you want to open a tax residency, you can,
Yeah.
but it's not mandatory, since you will have your U.S. law degree, stating that you are an attorney.
Yeah, but when does it come mandatory when you make money within Paraguay? And how do they know?
Well, because once you have your Paraguayan cedula, and even a lot of Paraguayans don't pay taxes. So there's like an 55% of people that don't pay taxes,
Yeah.
if not more. So when you got your cedula, your Paraguayan ID, you need to activate your tax ID. It's not automatic. It's not like, okay, I got my identification, now I've got my tax ID. No, you need to go and have it activated, how to say. And the tax ID is your ID number, your Paraguayan ID number, plus another number. So with that, you know when you're due to pay monthly taxes.
Okay.
So once you have that ID, with that tax ID, you will need to start paying taxes. If you
Okay.
don't get it, you don't pay taxes.
I
That's
see.
as simple as it is.
Okay.
But it's important to mention, Ray, that with the tax ID as well, you won't get access to opening bank accounts. You won't get access to, maybe getting a loan or buying a car in installments, or buying even condos or apartments in installments. So that
Mhm.
tax ID is very important for us, because normally any company rendering you a service, or if you're buying a car, if you again are buying a condo whatsoever, a lot of them can ask for your past tax declaration, so they can see how much you're earning in Paraguay,
Mhm.
always in Paraguay.
Mhm.
So, I mean, earning, or maybe, you can make a transfer from your US bank to your Paraguayan bank. That's the same.
Yeah.
As long as as your tax declaration have something on it.
Okay. Is there anything else that we need to cover?
The one thing I'm going to say also, it's not per appointment. People sometimes ask, we need to go for and ask for an appointment. It's like first come, first serve. We have a VIP access, so that makes it really easier. Our clients don't wait. And I will say that also be really open to a new culture. It's very different from the States, very different from Canada. I've been to all these countries, and just bear in mind that, and I always tell that, you need to adjust to the country. The country won't adjust to you.
Yes.
So you have to come with an open heart and an open mind. And Paraguay has a lot to offer. It's really growing exponentially. You can see it even in the streets. There are a lot of English that you've been heard like 2 years ago. Like you go to the malls and it's German, Dutch, English, French, Italian. So I think the community expats is growing per day.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, it is.
And again, you have the entrepreneurs coming here just for the tax certificate, but you have also the families coming for a slower, life, to be connected with her kids, to have some, time to be, I know, reconstructive, and to have a certain way of life that Europe doesn't offer, US unfortunately doesn't offer anymore,
Yeah.
in Canada as well.
Yeah. Okay. That.
And also to
Mhm.
finish, I just want to say it's one of the cheapest residency in the whole South America. So
It is. It
it
is by
is.
far. So, and then just the last thing, Caroline, emigrating to a country and doing all the paperwork can be complicated, especially if you don't speak the language. How do you help the people that are interested in moving to Paraguay? How do you make it easy for them?
From the day they arrive, we pick them up from the airport. We take them to their Airbnb, their hotel. We schedule beforehand the day we're gonna meet at the immigration office. Their dockets are totally ready before they arrive.
Okay.
So when I mean dockets, it's translations, local documentations. So we're in and out of immigration office, actually.
Okay. So
Um,
so it's quick
so
and you do it all. You do the translate, you do everything.
we do everything. We do all the
Okay.
translation because per law, the translation was done by a Paraguayan sworn translator.
Yes.
So a lot of people want to send us a Spanish translation. It's useless. We're not going to use it. So, but we do everything. The client just have to be, sharp at the day we tell them to be at the immigration office, like at 9 in the morning, and we're out at 9:30.
Hmm.
And then we start the cedula process. That's how easy we make it.
Hmm.
Um, and really, we're 24/7 assistance while they're here. So if they have any doubt, any problem, they can always contact us. That's how easy we make it for them from the moment we pick them from the airport.
Okay. Well, great information. Caroline Casseli, thanks for doing this. If you want to book a consultation with Caroline, you can go to adventurefreaks.com. Under Paraguay, you'll see the option for immigration and visas, and that'll go directly to Caroline, and she'll be notified that you are interested in booking a consultation with her and discussing in more detail the process and what residency option you'll need to move there. All right. Caroline,
All right, Ray.
you have a great rest of the day. It's so great to see you. Thanks for all this info.
Thank you.